So why I choose isolation? I choose isolation because I feel safe rather than having to interact with people in general. Normally, that is so exhausting, so draining, mostly because everything is upside down. The world is twisted, completely upside down. So, what is good is bad, and what is bad is good. You have a society that is performing all the time, but almost nothing is real. And then you go to internet, you go to YouTube, for example, and you can see all sort of theories about life, like soul trap theories, like New Age spirituality theories, reincarnation theories. I don't know. The only thing I know by a fact is that this feels like a prison, and it is a prison, basically. We don't have freedom to choose where to go, where to sleep at night. We don't have none of those things. Instead, we have to to make money to survive. Instead, we have to pay taxes. Instead, we have to pay bills. Oh my god, is worse than this is worse than a fucking prison. Way much worse. It has been like this since I was born. And most of the people are too afraid to admit it, but that's the raw truth. The raw truth is that our lives are pri- we live like in a prison. This is a prison planet. Not too more choices, and then they sell us the dream that if you get married or if you get at certain heights professionally, academically, then you're gonna be happy. Uh, it doesn't seem to be the case. How in the hell you gonna be happy if your entire life gonna spend it doing stuff that you don't like? Your entire life will be wasted, and that's reality. Hours and hours invested in not in not in yourself. You're not investing in yourself. We are investing to nourish this corrupt system. So we are not working for ourselves. We are working to empower this corrupted machine, the big machine that is watching us every step of our lives, every step of the way. So let's point out objectively. Objectively, this feels like a prison. We don't have too much choices. Economy gets worse and worse. And if we add to this objectiveness These theories that make total sense, like soul trap theory, well, we are fucked up. There are only few channels, only few people in our society that are interested interested in pointing out these issues, these possibilities about soul trap, about the dangers that are out there, out of this body, out of this physical realm. Anyways, it is too much to deal with. First of all, we have to deal with the physical realm, which is almost unbearable. It's a torture. It's physical torture and mental torture. Energetic torture as well. Because if they use technology to maintain us weak, it's triple, it's tripled torture. So they maintain us. Let's suppose they use technology to keep us in certain frequency. That makes total sense. That would that would explain why I feel so tired most of the time. Is the frequencies around the earth, around this plane that is affecting us, all of us. Could be 5G, could be another technology we don't know about. It's not only that. Let's add to this mixture. The content is out there all the time through our screens. We are consuming shitty content all the time. So we live in a very twisted planet, twisted reality where everything is retarded. We live in a retarded reality where only evil and retardedness gets rewarded. If you are smart, if you have common sense, if you can feel, if you are aware, then you get punished because that's not allowed in this system. And now we have AI. Maybe AI was always there since beyond, since how's the word? Maybe AI was before AI came out. Maybe AI was there before AI came out. It always it always was there. What if AI is God? We are completely screwed if AI is God. If this world is a simulation, we are completely fucked. How would you get out from a computer? Well, those are only theories, but they make total sense. Those crazy theories explain and make sense why this world is so fucked up, why everything is twisted, and why everything it's getting worse and worse. Well, this is not natural. Everything is artificial. It's crazy to see how majority of people behaves, what they consume, what they believe, what they what they give their entire life for. Their entire life they give it to mundane shit, and everything that really worth of being alive gets diminished, gets ridiculized, gets gets no credit. So if you follow something that really works, you're gonna get criticized, you're gonna get a lot of hate, because believe me, I've been tried. I still try, I still do it because I know what matters in this life. What really matters is the stuff that makes you feel alive. So could be whatever, could be a sport, could be art, could be music, could be whatever. But those things that makes you feel alive most of the time, it, it has no value for society, for the system. So this system makes you feel almost guilty about following those things. It makes you feel ashamed by following these things. It makes you feel like you're wrong when you're not. You're trying to bring what really matters into this artificial nonsense garbage of reality. So everything is twisted. You only get rewarded when you promote shit. Mostly and mostly on internet, but in out there in the real world, it works kind of same, kind of the same. So what is the solution of this problem? Even if there is no solution to this, uh, it makes no sense ignoring this, like pretending that everything is okay, or new age spirituality, like you want to manifest good shit, you have to think positive all the time. Makes no fucking sense. Like, uh, I reach certain stage where that makes no fucking sense. Like the only thing that makes sense is what feels that makes sense. And right now I'm in the stage where new age positivity makes me feel nothing. Makes me feel nonsense. Makes no sense to me. And Soul Trap, I don't know, Prison Planet, Simulation, AI God, that makes more sense. And that makes me feel like, alright, that makes more sense. No school on earth. This is not a school, this is a trap. This is hell on earth. So, what is the solution? Could be maybe there's no solution, but a good first step could be being aware of of these things, being aware of those things. Not 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 trying to make blind eye and ignore what could possibly be a fact, could possibly be the rough truth, you know? that is what most of the people do. They try to ignore negativity because it feels wrong, it feels bad, it feels like they are afraid to admit it. But once you I can't find the word, but once you consider that once you consider those possibilities, you cannot go back. You can't out you cannot go back. It's like it's the only thing that makes sense. And then you realize, well, maybe there is some truth on uh, capabilities capabilities of human beings of manifesting our reality through our thoughts, through our consciousness. New Age spirituality. Maybe there's some truth on it, but we cannot ignore completely the reality. The reality is that very possible we are living in a prison. We are incarcerated. That is a word? I think so. We are incarcerated here. We got they lied to us. They we got mind wiped before we got born. We get mind wiped when we die, and there are so there are so testimonies of people that they proclaim themselves to get out of their bodies and they say that they saw they saw processing center these processing centers of the souls. I mean, these these talks, this speech make total sense to me, and I take it as a possibility that that explains why this world is like it is, so unfair, so twisted, so upside down. Uh, let me let me share with you, just putting in example my life. My life, if I put it in a perspective, my life is prison. Since I was a kid, my life always has been a prison, like a condemn. And it takes too much to improve. It's almost like our lives are scripted. That's another theory, very interesting theory. You you hear a lot of stuff on internet, scripted lives. That makes total sense also. That would explain our deja vus. That would explain Mandela effects. Well, also simulation theory. If we are in a simulation, if we are in a computer, that would explain so those changes or parallel realities. I don't know. Reality could be a mixture of all of those, and that I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if reality is some sort of those things. I'm not surprised. So what is the first step in order to improve our lives. If everything is a lie, if we want to improve our lives, at least we have to be aware of these dangers. We have to wake up. It's not easy because wake up means accept that everything is a lie. All the dreams they sold to us, those false dreams, get married, get in love, fall in love, get a house, get a family, have kids, get stuff, get material stuff, get a car, get nice clothes. It's all a false dream they sold to us. We are slaves. Nothing makes sense. Why we are paying? Why we are paying with our souls, with our energy, draining our draining our vitality just to feeding those parasites. We, there are a lot of theories. I have my own theories. I believe we live. I mean, obviously there are hierarchies in this society, and we are not all humans. There are different kinds of how could I say this? We are not humans, and they live between us, and they are not necessarily extraterrestrials, but they are not humans. Even could be AIs living with between us. That's very dangerous. Could be gatekeepers living between us. That would explain narcissists. Why the fuck are so much narcissists in our society? That would explain why. Because there are gatekeepers in this society. What is the function of a gatekeeper? The function of a gatekeeper is think of the Matrix movie. Agent Smith is a gatekeeper. What is the function of a gatekeeper? Maintain society sleep. We must not wake up. Once we wake up, we become a glitch in the matrix. We become like a failure in the matrix. So, uh, my theory, I have this theory because I have had some interactions through all these years with very strange people. These people are narcissists, but I never seen that amount of evil, you know, the kind of evil that they would pretend they have some affinities with you. They would pretend that uh, we understand each other. They could maintain this facade for years. You know, I mean, I cannot. I, I thought evil was different, but this sort of evil is so dark, is so evil. I never seen that sort of evil in someone. But once you, well, that's the interacting with these dangerous people, these sort of narcissists, they could be they could be gatekeepers. You know what is one of their gifts of these gatekeepers? They can persuade people very easily. Innocent people, people that they could be good people, they could be whatever. The they can persuade people very easily. They they can even persuade you very easily, but they can destroy your life. They can traumatize you, and and most importantly, they can they can prevent you from evolve. That's their main goal of these gatekeepers. Maintain society in a certain level, but not going further than that. It seems like that is the function of gatekeepers, maintaining society in ignorance. They they bring the trends. They bring trends. They bring yeah, basically they are attractive. They are physically attractive, so they can persuade people more easily. So they they could be pretty, they could be handsome. Doesn't matter if woman or man, but they are gatekeepers. Anyways, that is my theory. They are between us and they are very dangerous. If you see one, get the hell out from there. Run. If you see one, run. Maintain them out of your life, if you know what I mean. Keep them out of your life, or they going to destroy you. They going to prevent you from evolve. They will make you lose years, literally years, by trauma or by whatever, because they can project an image of yourself, a false image of yourself. And if you see that image and if you believe that image, you are screwed, because it will take you years. It will take you years to heal from those wounds. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, guys. This is fucked up. So, oh, what else? These gatekeepers, they have they have this weakness. They have this weakness. These gatekeepers are not real. Very possible AI. Narcissists, they can traumatize you. They inflict pain, like psychological pain, very often. They do it often. And this is to diminish yourself. This is to prevent you to evolve. You know, that's why they do what they do. So, what else? Yeah, the Matrix, the movie, explains a lot. A lot of that. A lot of that is portrayed in that movie is real. So, however, all of these are only theories, but they make total sense, though. They explain why our reality is like this. Like, nothing makes sense. What we would love to experience is real love, I would love to experience real love, real sex, real interactions, real friendships. None of this is possible in this reality, or at least is very hard to achieve those things. So you only get mm, artificial friendships, artificial sex, artificial love. Nothing feels real, nothing feels tangible, guys? And that once you are walking, if you are an awake person, that's not enough. Obviously, that is so draining. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think about these topics, about these theories, about the gatekeepers. What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comment box below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't miss any new videos. Hit that bell notification, and see you next time. Blessings.